Team, greetings and welcome to week number 2, MGT495. Hey, this is Dr. Mark Lee again. Welcome to week 2. Hey, let's quickly review week 1. As you can see, I'm a stickler for the due date, so if you do not post your initial post by Wednesdays, by midnight Pacific Standard Time, you lose 10% per day, which is the Los Angeles Pacific University policy, the LAPU policy. Also, you have to respond to 2 others by Saturday midnight Pacific Standard Time. If you don't, you lose those 15 points per response, because each response is 15 points. The initial is worth 70, as you know. Okay, hey, let's jump right into week number 2. Hey, folks, week 2, 4, and 6 are our group weeks. You see there in the announcements, I've updated the groups. You know, we had a couple of withdrawals, a couple of additions, etc. So I had to update the groups. Now let's jump right into the discussion first. Okay, the week 2 discussion. Okay, you're using the same country that you used during week 1 all the way through this course. That's why I said for during week 1, choose wisely. Okay, so if you choose part 1, the doing business, you keep part 1 all throughout the whole course. If you choose part 2, which is about half and half, I noticed, then you use part 2 throughout the whole course. You do not jump back and forth to decide, hey, I want to do part 2 now, and I was doing part 1. You keep the same part that you chose during week 2. That was the deal. Okay? So again, the initial post is due by Wednesday midnight Pacific Standard Time. And again, the initial post is worth 70 points. Overall, the whole discussion is worth 70. But I have to break it down into something, so I break it down into 70 points for the initial post. And again, that's due by Wednesday midnight Pacific Standard Time. If you post it after Wednesday midnight, you lose 10%. Okay, for each 24-hour period, so keep that in mind. And then you have to respond to 2 others. As you see, I respond to everyone. I take the time and I research every country and I respond to everyone. Because some people like responding to the instructor better than peers. I understand that. So you have to respond to 2 others. It can be me and 1 peer or 2 peers. And again, each of those are worth 15 points. So that's a total of 30 points plus the 70 is 100 points. So again, the response posts are due by Saturday midnight Pacific Standard Time. Again, the initial has to have a word count of 400. The response post has to have an initial word count of at least 100. Ideally, the initial is from 400 to 600, but you can go over 600. You just can't go under 400. If you do, you start losing some points. If you go under the 100 point or the 100 word count for the response post, you lose some points, and they're drastic points. So keep this in mind. Okay. Now, folks, the discussion board is a business type. This discussion board. It's not to say, hey, thanks for responding to my post, and that's a response. That's not the intent of these discussion posts. If you want to do that, take that offline to a telephonic phone call or an email or a text, however you choose to do it. But do not put that on the discussion board. It clutters up the discussion board. Keep the discussion board business-like, because other people besides me is looking into this. I got the LAPU administrators looking into that, and they frown upon this becoming a one-on-one chat board. It's a discussion board. You get in here, you post your initial post, you do 2 response posts. I would do no more than that. I would not do 3. I would not do 4. So choose the 2. The 2 people who you're going to do it with, or who you're going to respond to every week, and just post 2. Because a couple of you have cluttered up the discussion board. Okay, so please don't do that. That's not the type. This is not the type forum for that again. So please keep that in mind. Okay, let's transition over into our week 2 assignment. Again, week 2, 4, and 6 are the group weeks. It's the consultation. Again, the groups are broken down. You see where they're at. Folks, initially, how I would do it, I would get online in Community tab, and I'd say, hey, I'm Mark Lee. I'm in the black group. Here's my email address. Here's my phone number. I'll take charge of the group as a group leader. How you guys, someone's going to have to take charge. I get completely out of that. So if you struggle, you struggle. If you go strong, you go strong. How you guys decide to do it. I would recommend that you elect a group leader, and that group leader picks someone every week for those 3 weeks to be the note taker. And again, you meet sometime. I would recommend you meet Skype, GoToMeeting, FaceTime, however you choose to do this. But I would set an initial date by Wednesday at the latest, and by Saturday I'd have the meeting full-fledged, and I would go ahead and I would say, okay, we're going to meet at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Skype. Here's my Skype address, or FaceTime, however you guys decide to do that. So again, as an instructor, I try to stay out of this. But if I see a group struggling, I'm going to jump in and say, hey, this group is from here on out doing individual stuff. I've done that before, so just keep this in mind. So again, I'd recommend that someone, you take charge of these groups, someone does the A personality, and get it going, because it's a short week. If you don't read the announcements or listen to this YouTube video for Friday or Saturday, man, you're just screwing your group. Also, I recommend to each group that if you have a member who had minimal participation or no participation, you put right there in the notes, hey, Mark Lee had no participation in a red group. Okay? Then I know that person's not participating. How I would do it, I would meet and I'd let whoever you decide to be your note taker, you start typing those notes up immediately, and you post them in the community section, community tab, or you go to Google and you post them where everyone can look at them. And then right there during the meeting, you get them typed up. Okay, give the group person an hour or two to type everything up. You come back and you meet again, and everyone contribute to the final product. Because everyone will submit their own notes or minutes, as I call them, for weeks 2, 4, and 6. But the entire black group would be the same. The entire red group would be the same. The entire purple group would be the same. So that's how I would do it. Everyone in the purple group will have the same notes. Everyone in the black group, the same notes. Everyone in the red group, the same notes. Now again, if you decide to go on your own and do something different, you and I just want to have a discussion, because there's group participation points and everything in this if you look at the rubrics. So I'll take off points from you. The group will score high, but you may score low. So that's just how I do it. So I let you guys run with this stuff. And so however you choose to do this. Okay, again, the week 2 consultation number 1 is due by Saturday, midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you're doing it on Saturday, you got to make sure you devote 2 or 3 hours to getting this thing knocked out and getting everything uploaded, and it's okay. Because if not, you're going to start losing some points, group. So that's all I can tell you. So again, everyone will submit, everyone within each of those groups will submit their own notes or minutes, but each group will have the same. The red group will all be the same, the purple group will be the same, and within the black group they'll all be the same. Okay? And again, I just make it 1 or 2, no more than 2 pages, folks. Again, what I'm looking for is everything will be typed up in Times New Roman, 12-point font, and it's double space. In college, that is the standard. Again, Times New Roman, 12-point font, in double space, the font color is black, it's left justified, and and you incorporate solid academic writing. Okay, you can use bullets, which is fine, but make sure they're solid. Okay, that you got subject verb agreements, everything. You haven't run a run-on sentence, because I take off for all that, based on the rubrics. Okay, so folks, do that. If you have any questions, call me, text me, email me, get a hold of me. But if you call me or text me, let me know who you are and what group you're in. Hey, I'm Mark Lee. I'm in the purple group. I have some questions. But yeah, I'd recommend you do it before Wednesday, because from Wednesday on you start getting a tighter shot group there that you may not be successful in the group assignments. So again, folks, that's all due. Again, the assignment is due by, it's worth 40 points, and it's due by Saturday, midnight Pacific Standard Time. Hey, folks, with that said, hey, this is Dr. Mark Lee, and I'll talk with you again during week number 3. God bless, Godspeed, good luck. And again, if you need to call me, if you need to contact me, call me, text me, email me. The best way to do is call me or text me. I prefer phone calls, and then we have a one-on-one, concise, considered discussion. Okay, folks, with that said, hey, again, God bless, Godspeed, good luck, and I'll talk to you week 3. Goodbye.